Welcome back to Prison Architect. Welcome back to Pog Slammer. Here we are today. The girls are out in the yard. Looks like they're on free time now. We've got a serious danger level. Now I know why this is, and I realised it as soon as I finished the game last time. Some of you may have been ripping your dicks off about this, so I apologise. But what the hell? Can't install this because it's too dangerous? What? Oh, I don't know. Is there a rumble going on? Ah, maybe that's why. It's like Ayano Yandia-chan Aishi is getting in trouble. It doesn't look like she's been fighting anyone. It looks like somebody's come along and beaten her unconscious, which is interesting, I guess. But yeah, so our biggest problem. If I go to logistics and click this button here, oh look, it turns out we don't have any heating in our prison. So I apologise about that. We're going to deal with that first today. I think that's probably the most important thing. Now, we need to put some water boilers down. I think we can get away with putting one boiler down between these two cell blocks, but I'm not 100% sure. We're going to find out though. It's going to be interesting. So let's put one there. I'm going to put one there. And I want to give these girls some warm showers to make up for the lack of water as well. So we're going to put one in here. I think that's probably a good idea. I don't think we should bother hooking up the washing machines. We'll let them wash with cold water. Be nice and tricky for them. We also need to hook up the rest of this CCTV monitor stuff. So we're going to clear all the connections. We're going to start fresh. Now, like I said before, I think it's 8 cameras. So maybe we can just... we'll put this guy on cell blocks, I think, is a good idea. 4, 5, 6, and then there's going to be 2 more here. So he's going to be on cell block duty. And then this CCTV monitor here is going to be on everything else, basically. So we're going to get a couple more CCTV cameras down while we wait for the boilers to be installed. I probably should have prioritised those jobs, but it's fine. So we're going to put one up here, perhaps in the parole room, maybe, like that. I think that's a good idea. And then one in visitation as well. Like I said, we're going to change the visitation up, but for now that'll do. We actually need to put, just realised, we actually need to put the CCTV down in our new cell blocks. Look at all this shit they're waiting to build, honestly. And this one needs to, of course, hover just above the door. Just hovering there, not really doing anything. Now, what else have we got going on today? We talked about moving the solitary cells. I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. Like I said, I'm worried about escapees. Escape-a-roonies, so we're going to hold off on that one. Did I? No, I thought I saw Doherty. Oh, that's Savannah. How's she doing today? So 3 days without incident, which is good. She's nearly served her full sentence. Oh, it's going to be a sad... Whoa, why is there a shotgun shell here? Jesus Christ, something bad went down I didn't pay attention to. We've got a few unconscious prisoners here. Adeline Kenway. Do you think she's related to Assassin's Creed Kenway? Maybe? Let's have a look. 1 year for driving under the influence. So while she's been here, she's attacked staff. She's going into solitary for 2 hours. Reminds me, we need to fix up the punishments and stuff, because some of them are a little bit too simple, I think, at the moment. What? Jeez. Now we not only have a bed, we have a bed and a toilet. So you can sleep here, and if you wake up in the night needing a shit, you can just crawl out of bed, have a nice dump, and then get back in again. And of course you have to listen to this. Constantly. All night. Yep. Which I don't think anybody would be able to put up with, to be fair. So we're going to have to prioritise these boiler jobs, I think. Where are they? Where's the boiler job? Boiler job? Oh, it's in utilities, isn't it, of course. Let's prioritise this. Let's prioritise this. And let's prioritise this one down here. So it needs a connection up to the cold water. And then the connection that comes out is the hot water pipes, I believe. So I think that's right. And then we need to put radiators down as well. So we should only need 1 radiator per block, I think, but we'll have to monitor that. I guess radiators are in the objects, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I'm going to put it on the end here, I think. Or maybe... that's a bit awkward to place, isn't it? Just out in the middle. Let's just put it there for now. We're going to put 1 there. We're going to put... Maybe we'll put 2 in the family place, you know, to make sure that everybody's... We'll leave it at 1 for now, but we'll see. Like I said, we'll monitor the temperatures and stuff. We'll make sure that the prisoners aren't getting too cold still. We're also going to have to put some radiators around here, aren't we? So we'll probably have to put one just there. One in visitation too. That's probably a good idea. Maybe one down here near the entrance. See how much that covers. Should probably put one in the staff room. I mean, we've got this kick-ass staff room. We don't want the staff going cold, do we? We can put one in the kennel to keep the dogs warm. We're going to have to hook all of these up, which is a real pain in the arse. And we've run out of money. That's it. It's all gone. So I also noticed, while I was doing all of this stuff, I really should have paid attention to that, that our single low quantity, low variety meal isn't ticking over. My assumption would be, perhaps this is too much eat time. So let's give them double shower time instead. And hopefully, I mean, I can't, there's no other eat time here. That's just it. And I'm not 100% sure why it wouldn't be ticking over otherwise. Single low quantity, low variety meal. So we got a single eating session. Maybe that needs to be just 1 hour. Alright, you got 3 hours. No, you got 2 hours of shower time. Oh, for God's sake, what is going on down here? We've got people shouting the C word. We got unconscious prisoners. The armed guard's getting involved. I mean, look at this devastation. There's blood everywhere. We got Amelia. We got Holly Brown. Oh, Holly the Fox Brown. What are you doing? Skylar Gibbs. She's okay. Who's this? Nicolaus Shia. Who are you? She's wanted criminal by everyone who cheated money out of countless people, and then she's been sentenced to 4 years for violent disorder. She's only got a father in the world, which is sad, of course, but you know they used to live together back in Yugoslavia, where she was from. She came to England to try and make some money. She brought her father with her, of course, but they ended up living in a council estate, which is pretty sad state of affairs, I guess. It depends on what council estate you live in. There's lots of nice council estates, of course, but this one wasn't very nice. It's one of those ones with those buildings that they put up during the 60s and stuff. The really old kind of apartment blocks. They're all run down, falling apart. You know, they've got a hole in their floor. They can see down to their neighbours. Regularly hear their neighbours having sex. And, of course, she ended up just... Oh, look. Nice. Ooh, I don't know what happened there, but okay. She ended up just kind of snapping after hearing her neighbour, doing the dirty deed one too many times. She got violent and she dropped an iron down the hole, a hot iron, of course, straight onto the guy's dick. And the police turned up. They had no problems arresting her because, they saw the state of the guy's dick. And that was it, really. Like, now she's here. She's just got to wait until she gets out. Her father's at home on his own. No one to talk to. He's just cooking baked beans, for dinner, because he doesn't know how to make anything else, of course. He's not a smart guy. He doesn't speak much English, because he's from Yugoslavia, as we said. Now, we've got to wait for the second radio to be put in, and we also need to hook these up to the electrics. There we go. So we're going to start generating some heat for these poor ladies. I can't blame them for being a little bit pissed off. I mean, I'd be pretty pissed off if I was sent to a prison in 0-degree temperatures and they had no possible way of me getting... Oh, for goodness sake. I think we're going to have to take out our loan, guys. Oh, here we go. 75%. Nice. So this is ticking over again now, which is... I don't know what it was that I did wrong, but apparently I guess I allocated too much time for them. They had too much time and they were all overeating. They'd eat one meal, the cooks would have time to prepare the next day's dinner, and of course the girls would just eat it straight away, which isn't good. Maybe we can get this 15 grand down today. We gave them a shakedown in the last video, but I think we're going to have to give them another shakedown today, just see if we can find any of those illegal narcotics, perhaps. The danger level is still quite high, but we're not going to be able to... We're going to have to do it. We're not going to be able to put any of the heating in because we've got no money. If we can complete this objective... Oh, look, now we're even lower. If we can complete this objective, then we can get ourselves 15 grand, which means we can finish off the heating system, get the girls back into a good place, get some smiles on their faces again, warm these little babies up, because, oh my god, it's 0 degrees. They're probably wrapped up in about 12 layers, I can imagine. It's probably not the best for them. Hopefully they're doing okay. We'll see though. We'll see. What does the logistics? Is it logistics? No. Deployment? No. We're just going to click on everything. There we go. No, it's still very low. Maybe we should have built the electric generator nearer to them. Could have given them some free heat, I suppose. So what have we got? We've got 80%. We're nearly there. I guess poison counts as an illegal narcotic. I'm not entirely sure what the dictionary definition of a narcotic is. I assumed it was drugs and stuff, but I guess poison could be counted as a drug. I mean, all drugs are kind of a poison, aren't they? I mean, even caffeine's a poison. You smoke, nicotine's a poison. It's pretty bad poison as well. Anybody who mixes their own vape juices will know that, like, you buy nicotine in a bottle, and you gotta, like, handle that shit with nuclear gloves, you know, like 4-inch thick rubber gloves, because if it touches you, you're pretty much dead. It's like getting super AIDS, you know. 1 teaspoon of super AIDS in your butts and you're dead. It's pretty much, that's it. It's over. So they're still searching. We've got a baton. Who knows how they got hold of that baton? We still haven't found any more narcotics, which is a little bit tedious, but maybe we need to get a couple more staff on this. We haven't got the money though, have we? Yeah, we can't buy any more stuff right now. We did research bank loans, which is good. We've got legal now. Not that we can afford to hire a lawyer or anything. Yep, there's bank loans. So if we really get stuck, if we can't find any more narcotics, oh, there we go. We found some booze and a club apparently. We should be all right. If we can find one more narcotic, then we should have the money to hook in the rest of this heating facility. Oh, there we go. I was going to say let's speed this up, but didn't need to in the end, as it turns out. So this, oh, of course, this has failed 40 times because the guy who architected this place, because you know that is a word, he's foolishly left this fence here. I mean, what a dick! Seriously, what a dickhead! Just left that fence there. It's fine. I've come along and I've fixed it now, so we don't have to worry about it. We've got this fence here as well, so of course the girls aren't going to be able to escape. But while we're waiting for this to be completed, let's hook it up to the cold water system. We're going to go from down here, I think, because that's the shortest route. And then let's hook up the hot water system to here and down to here. And we also need to get the electrics on the go, don't we? So let's run an electric cable down here. It's a bit of a mess putting these in. If we can make them symmetrical, it's not such a problem, I guess. So this hot water pipe needs to come down. We're going to make it come down here and straight across like that. It's going to have to. Okay, so the pipe hooks up onto the right-hand side there. What's this about? There's no hot water here, I guess they're saying. The showers don't have hot water. Would be nice to hook the family cells up, wouldn't it? I mean, we should do that at some point. But let's hook in the showers as well. So we're probably going to have to... I mean, I don't know how this works. If we've got cold and hot water going in, maybe we can just double up on the pipes like this. Maybe this is okay. Maybe this will give the prisoners 2 taps to choose instead of just 1 to turn on. And we're going to run the cold pipe down there. The electrics, we'll run them off the kitchen electrics. I think that's a good idea. How are we doing for power at the moment? Oh, it's getting close. I think we might need to install a couple more capacitors before we hit that limit. So let's, we've got a little bit of cash. We're going to install 2 more capacitors, maybe, yeah, we'll leave 2 for now. We're also going to prioritise these. We could cancel the shakedown. Yeah, we're going to cancel the shakedown. We'll get the guards back to their jobs. We need the doors being open, because at the moment the construction workers are kind of being held up by the fact that all of these freaking doors are closed. There you go, guys. Get those cables installed quickly while Dasky is asleep. Alex Dasky has no idea that her door was open then. She could have legged it. She's obviously clueless. We can do the same for the Underwood. The Underwood. Eva Underwood, of course. What's she got going on? It just says sentenced to 17 years for arson. I don't know why she doesn't have a more interesting description. Maybe she's just that kind of girl, you know. She's fairly plain. She's not really that interesting, you know. You kind of talk to her and she just kind of looks at you and nods, you know. Maybe mutters a couple of things. She loves trains, of course, because there's a good kind of introvert population in the train watching community, and she finds that she gets on she gets on with them. She's got a lot in common, you know. She doesn't like talking to kind of other people, but Anybody who's into trains, you just can't shut her up, basically. She'll talk for hours. Hours and hours, honestly. So how are we doing on these radiators? Are any of them hooked in yet? Doesn't look like it. This one's still not installed. Looks like this one's installed, but it's got no power. Because they still haven't finished putting all these cables in. As we say that, oh, and here we go. Our first bits of hot water are starting to be pushed into this radiator. We need one more bit of pipe. There's a few more down here as well. We've got these capacitors installed now. We do. Excellent. So we've got more facility for more power, which we need. And with the security room, we dealt with the cameras, which is fine. We're waiting for this boiler to be hooked up as well. So then the showers will have hot water. God, I don't know what we need to do next. I guess we should probably look at building them a common room. I mean, it's only fair, right? Let's quickly go to the grants and see what else we can take. Because short-term funds is nearly done. That'll be a nice 16 grand coming back in. Grants, here we go. If we're going to build a common room, we should probably take this. We've already completed most of the objectives. We need to give them some more phone booths, which is fine. We should probably fix up the yard as well. That's a good idea. So when we move those solitary cells, we're going to start decorating the yard. Maybe we'll decorate these paths down here and things as well. But for now, we're going to get a common room in. So we're going to build a concrete building here. We're going to build it that big. I think that's probably a decent size for a common room for now, isn't it? We're going to have to build like a common room for each of the security levels, I think. It's probably the best idea. Otherwise, we end up with the prisoners mingling, and we don't want them doing that. It's not the best result, honestly. Now, how are we going to run hot water all the way up here? I think we're going to have to put maybe one boiler over this side somewhere, aren't we? And just try and power all of these radiators off that single boiler. I think that will be okay. As far as I'm aware, they've got pretty long range, but I always seem to set them up like this. I don't know why. I just find it easier. Like, I don't think they cost much to run, to be honest with you. We could probably find out somehow. Don't think they cost anything to run, so I just don't see the problem with putting multiple in. They don't cost a lot to set up, but I guess when you're tight for funds, it's probably a good thing you could save money on. The showers are still cold. The girls are going to have to put up with cold showers for now. They do, however, now have some heat. So how are we doing on the temperature? Ah, there we go. This is better. We can, in fact, see that we're going to need two radiators per cell block, which I did have a suspicion. I'll be honest, I did have a suspicion that we were going to need that. But so we'll get a few more radiators down. Where are they? Here we are. We want to make sure these girls are nice and warm. We don't want them freezing. A frozen prisoner is a sick prisoner, and a sick prisoner is not making us any money. So, I mean, at the moment, the girls aren't making us a lot of money anyway. We haven't put them to work. We probably should do at some point, because you better work, bitch. But, let's get some hot water pipes down as well. Okay, so where did we... I can't even remember where we just put that radiator. There it is, just above the shower. We're going to get a hot water pipe across here. See how this does. Hopefully, we can run this one to the showers as well, which would be... I mean, maybe we should just do that now. Let's just do that now. We're going to give these we're going to give these new mums hot water so they can wash themselves and their babies properly. Here we go. So we're getting some more pipes hooked in. This one's going to be hooked in soon as well. Maybe we'll put this... We'll hook this up to the kitchen as well, because we want them to be able to wash their plates properly. And then, yeah, we're gonna get a boiler on this side, I think. Maybe down in this... Oh, we could put it in this room, couldn't we? This utility room, of course, it's perfect. It's hooked straight up to the water and the electricity. If we put it there, we'll be blocking the capacitors, though. So we need to put it on this side, don't we? It'll be hooked straight up to the water. It's going to be hooked up to the electricity nicely as well, just like that. And then the hot water pipes, they're going to come all the way around for these radiators. Are you ready for this? Look at this. Are you ready for this? Sorry, went a bit 80s there. Guys, can we see where the radiators are now, please? Hot water pipes. There we go. That was a little bit weird, wasn't it? Just kind of lost the plot there. Decided not to show us where the radiators were anymore. Oh god, I don't know if this is going to reach, but we'll soon find out, won't we? It's going to be fun seeing. I think what we're probably going to find is that top radiator is not getting heated properly. But I guess we can keep an eye on our logistics. Well, the nursery is nicely warm now, which is good. Nice 20 degrees, which is probably It's good for a baby. I'm not sure that's a good temperature for everyone else, though. I mean, 20 degrees, your fingers are going to start going tingly, aren't they? That's the problem. And nobody likes tingly fingers. How the hell do you get anything done with tingly fingers, honestly? Whoa, who was that? Michaela Barnsby? Looked like she was having a little hissy fit there. So, 93%. We've nearly finished that objective. We need to build these 5 phone booths and we need to build a common room. Well, I think we've got 1 phone booth, which is in the staff room, and that's fine. Maybe we should put... I've got a great idea. You know where phone booths need to be? Phone booths need to be in the reception area. Because that's where the prisoners come, and they get all their stuff turfed out. There we go. So that's perfect. That's 5 phone booths. All their stuff gets turned out, and they need their 1 phone call. I mean, by this point, I expect they've already had their 1 phone call, but we give them 1 phone call anyway. We feel it's only fair, you know, just to let their loved ones know that they care about them and not to forget about them and not to run off with Dave next door, no matter how much bigger his dick is, because they're going to be getting out of here. They're promised to be well behaved, you know, so they can get early parole. Of course, then they come in here and Pog Slammer changes them. I mean, they meet Doherty. I think the first thing Doherty does is probably stab every new prisoner in the kidney, knowing what Doherty's like. We're going to have to deal with her at some point. I mean, maybe she'll get out of here. You never know. There's Quadcore as well. We can't forget Quadcore. Where are you? There you are, Quadcore. What a name. Nicole Quadcore. Maybe she's a relation to Tesla or something like that. Maybe it's something weird system like that. So all our new prisoners are coming in, which is great. We've just been paid a load of money for it. They're all being sorted out in reception, of course, being stripped naked, even with ones with the babies, which is a little bit harsh. How many family cells have we got left? I don't know. It's quite hard to tell how many family cells are taken up. I don't know if there's... What have we got? Parent capacity. It's a little bit confusing. It doesn't actually tell us... Oh, there we go. There's our five phone booths. It doesn't actually tell us how many parents we've got. It just tells us how many capacity we've got for them, which is a little bit tedious, I guess. But I mean, check this out. If we put this common room down now, bang, that's $5,000 just in the bank straight away. Job done. We don't even have to put anything in here. We are going to. It's only fair, you know. We'll decorate this common room, and then I think we'll finish up for today. But we're going to give these girls... Okay, they're going to have a pool hall. So there's going to be a pool hall area up here. Lots of space so they don't end up knocking each other with the pool sticks. Maybe we could put a couple of chairs down here as well. No. I think it's good like that. So there's the pool hall. We'll put some chairs here so that people can sit and watch, which I think will be nice. And then down here, we're going to buy these girls a big TV. Now, where's the big TV? I know there's a big TV here somewhere. Let's just search for TV. Because we want these girls to have, a big plasma. I mean, that's not bad. It's still a CRT, but... Or, I don't know, some kind of plasma tube, perhaps. You did get big, chunky plasma TVs like that. And then we're going to get some chairs down here as well. Maybe we could put sofas. Should we put sofas? I think we'll put sofas. I don't know if there's a way of finding out the coverage area of these TVs. But I've got a feeling it's about that far. So we can have a little cinema room here, which would be quite nice. And then over here, as it's a common room... we're going to need a radiator, of course, which is always tedious. So there's a radiator. As it's a common room, we should probably put some prayer mats so that people can come in, have a little pray in the corner, which would be nice. We're going to line these suckers up like this, I think. We're just going to space them out evenly, space them out nicely, so that everyone can have a little bit of. In fact, we're going to fill in the row. Why not? We might as well. We'll go all the way down. We got a lot of prisoners. We're going to need a lot of prayer mats, I think. It's probably a good idea. And then in the middle here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to build a little concrete pillar. Maybe, yeah, just there. One concrete pillar. We're going to speed this job up as well. And then around this concrete pillar, we're going to put some phone booths, you see. So we're going to put one there, one there, one there, and one there. And that's perfect. I'm quite pleased with that common room, actually. Hopefully the girls will be too. Let's make sure we We set this to be normal security only, or medium security, sorry. Maybe these parole rooms could be as well, but I think that's fine for now. Of course, they're not going to be coming in through this door all the time. They're probably going to come in through these bottom doors, I expect. But we will leave these side doors on, purely because they need to be able to get to the parole rooms. So, what's going on down here? There's like a rumble. Anyone? I can hear this. I can hear some pissed off guards. Ah, is this it? Amelia! Again! Okay, that's it. You know what, Amelia? Bang, you're going up to maximum security. That's it. I've had enough of you fighting and brawling constantly. But there we are. So we got our common room. The girls should be happy now. We made another $5,000. Before we go, we'll take a new grant. We started to get some heating into the prison, of course, which is good. We don't want these girls freezing their lady nuts off, which nobody wants that, do they? We haven't got classrooms yet, so we can't take that. We could build a workshop. I think maybe we could take cell block C. I don't know, maybe we're a little bit far off that. We need to get this top bit extended out a little bit more. So perhaps we'll take... We could... I mean, the completion bonus on that is incredible, but trying to get one prisoner to pass general education is an absolute nightmare. We could take the workshop one. We're going to take the workshop one. We're going to... Next time we start, we're going to get a workshop set up across the top here. We're going to build a couple more common rooms, I think. Maybe we'll put a workshop between them so that they're not all kind of intermingling too much. That's probably a good idea. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you are subscribed to my channel, then you are awesome. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you should subscribe, because then you'll be awesome too. And everybody likes being awesome, right? Maybe hit the like button as well. Leave a comment if you've got any complaints, or if you've got anything positive to say. I'm always happy to read comments and to reply to people. Oh, look at that. I knew that was going to happen. I did say it, didn't I? It's okay, we'll get another boiler in as well. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.